What's up, girls? How you doing? Late today. Saturday is always late. I don't know when you're watching it. So yeah, busy. So what I will do today is only 3 cards in a sense of 2 piles, 3 cards, and we're not developing. And I would just go straight to the point. So what needs to be shifted is what we're trying to find out here. Oh my goodness. Wheel of Fortune, eh? Definitely. Something definitely need to change, and it has to move to the next level. Okay, so let's go. 2 pound. Okay, and then you decide. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so straight to the point. Pile number 1. One needs to be shifted. 10 of Swords, High Priestess, 4 wands. Whew. Whew. Let's see. Right, it's obviously the end of a chapter, so you know it's going to shift no matter what. It's going to shift because it's the end of the suffering. It's the end of how many swords can you get? I mean 10. You don't have an 11 of swords, so that's it. You go to the end of the suffering, or backstabbing, or maybe someone really hurting you deeply, breaking your heart, blah blah blah. All of this is done, dusted. It's the end of the darkness, and is obviously a new dawn. So a new day. Absolutely, you have clarity now. You know what you want, when you don't want. So that's going to shift no matter what. It's inevitable. Okay, so of course, High Priestess, like it. You don't have to be a lady. You can be a gentleman, not a problem. You can feel, you can see things. You can just connect with your intuition. You can feel the next trend. You can see what people really mean. You can actually read through them, and like you know. So for you, it's not a big surprise. Then it's okay. I knew it was coming in some ways. Okay, end of that kind of chapter in your life, and all the thing you've been through was necessary for you to understand what you were all about, and as well just to realize how resilient you are. Okay, that's a very good point. Okay, we know that the 4 of Wands is 11 card. It can very much be seen as the twin flame, but let's not put a label on this. Okay, it can very much be perceived as you being celebrated, because that's it. The end of the suffering. People are going to recognize your talent. They're going to appreciate who you are, for what you've done, and who you really, really are. There's no fluffing around, no messing around. And as well, if you've been fighting for a connection to be sustainable when it comes to love, that person, that very special someone, will see the truth and will appreciate the value of this connection. And it's not to be dismissed. It is very much a very powerful, if not the most powerful connection you and that person will ever get. It's pure love. Whether you put the label of twin flame or not, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is really a very powerful connection, and there's commitment at the end of the road. That can be marriage. It doesn't have to be. Obviously, you don't need to be married to be committed to each other, but it is a wonderful victory at all levels, and is absolutely stunning. So one needs to be shifted. It's obviously the end of that cycle of pain, but you already know, because you're the High Priestess or High Priest, it doesn't really matter, and you are very much aware of that end of that chapter, and it's shifting naturally, because you just arrived at the end of that road, and it has to be have the next level now. Inevitably, it's happening, and you know it. So that is not really coming to a big surprise, because you know already anyway. So boom, I like that. Pile number 2, what needs to be shifted? Ace of Cups, 6 of Swords, Page of Cups. Beautiful. Very, 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 very beautiful. Indeed, very powerful as well. Ace of Cups is definitely an offer. What needs to be shifted is just a transition. I think someone might need to apologize, or someone need to open up about their feelings. There is love. Magnificent love. And it could also be an offer of a new job, an offer like out of the blue, something just appear, and that's it. It's just like, okay, it's for you, bring it on. Of course, if it's love, it can be very much love at first sight. It's really in your face. So, woof, one need to be shifted maybe to get used to the idea of love, because it's feel like maybe you still a bit like either in a kind of stormy kind of or yucky kind of energy, but you're moving towards maybe the other person, maybe it's also traveling toward that other person. I know we're still in a pandemic, but you know that pandemic is not going to last forever, and I don't know when you're going to be watching this video. However, this is really number 6 as well, the idea of traveling toward each other, and that can also be emotionally, and move forward, moving maybe countries, maybe moving home. Just this is something that the shift is happening, the transition, and as we like to see is 2 butterflies here, is a transformation. It's not like back and forth. No, it's transformation. So it's a one-way ticket kind of things, if you see what I mean. It's not a return. Let's put it that way. Anyhow, so what needs to be shifted is just maybe that opening as well of the heart. You might feel a bit, or the other person may as well feel a bit reserved, a bit like taken by surprise, or someone do need to apologize in order to make that transition into peace and serenity. Absolutely. However, the shift is happening no matter what. Is seriously something very powerful. It can be as well feeling like a little bit of a tsunami, because it's like overwhelmed by emotion, overwhelmed by love, and it's nothing you can't handle. You just need maybe a slight adjustment, because it's really powerful, it's very strong, and it might be like it might be a bit of a shock to the system, but in a good way. So the shift is just about that transition, and it's happening naturally, because what can I say? And if it's it's meant to be really, and if it's about moving house or moving countries, obviously it's a shift, is a massive shift. However, it's for the better. It's for a new beginning, and really a brand new beginning, and a new offer, and a new love, or something really refreshing. So enjoy. There's nothing to be worried about. It's absolutely stunning. So on this note, have a beautiful rest of the day, and I see you tomorrow for a proper video. Okay, take care. Mwah. Bye.